When the hate come, when the hate come, that's when you know you in position. When the hate come, that's when you know that you out here wiggling in a positive way. See, a lot of people around you will have an issue with you. You know what I'm saying? They will have an issue with you because of how you move. Huh? You got to understand that not everybody is going to like your position, especially when you switch up, right? You know what I mean? Once you switch up and you're not doing the things that you used to, you know what I mean? When you're not doing, let's say, you love smoking that Zaza. You feel me? Let's say you like that Zaza. You feel me? And you got, a group of friends, individuals you normally kick it with, right? What happens when you decide, you know what? I don't want to smoke like I used to. You know what I mean? Like I just want to do something different. I don't like the direction of my life. I don't like the way that it's going. Let's see how many friends stay in your corner then. Let's see how many people around you want to be around you then. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people be like, oh man, you switching up now. You ain't trying to hit the Zaza. You ain't trying to go. It ain't, it don't even have to be that. It can be going out to the club. It could just, you know, just doing video games, just really just living like the most basic way of living. Unless that's what you want. If you want something more, you want something greater, you have to switch up your lifestyle. You have to switch up, you know what I'm saying, your understanding. For you to get to a different level in life, you have to understand, man, some things you got to switch up. Some things you got to get rid of or, limit it to a certain amount. You feel me? And the thing of it is, right? A lot of people will be, would have an issue with you, especially if they're used to seeing you in a certain light. They're used to seeing you doing things a certain way, and you no longer want to do that anymore. What happens then? See, to me, that's when the hate comes. That's where the hate comes. You feel me? You might have been in the streets, you might have been involving yourself with a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, criminal activities. But once you get to a certain point in life, then you want to go a different direction. How many partners gonna be with you then? How many of your friends gonna have that same understanding then? Or are they gonna say, "Oh man, he he done went Hollywood. Oh, he trying to switch up. What he think he too good now? Oh man, he ain't trying to. You feel me? We used to, you know what I'm saying, kick it, blow trees, and do this and do that. And you like, man, I'm not trying to do that no more. You feel me? And if I do, I want to do it when I'm ready to do that, not just because this is what I used to do. This is what I normally do. Because what I normally do at the end of the day, I don't like my end result. I don't like how my life is going based on what I'm doing now. You feel me? And that's when some people start to hate. That's when they start to hate. They like, man, I can't believe you switching it up now. I can't believe you ain't trying to kick it now. And it's like, yeah, I gotta switch it up. Yeah, I gotta do things differently. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. That's when the hate come. That's when the hate come. When you not staying to the same formula that you've been doing and you don't like the end result of where you at in life and you start to switch up, watch how many friends switch up on you. Watch how many people around you start looking at you different. Because you know what happens? I'm going to be honest with you, right? What really happens in these situations when you try to switch up, when you want to switch up your life or you switch up the setting of how you do things, what happens is some of the people around you, it make them reflect on themselves. See, it's cool when you out here blowing the Zaza, you drinking, you clubbing, you doing whatever you do, right? But when you don't like the results of how your life is going with that regular routine that you've been doing, when you start to switch up, because some people around you, that's all they want to do. They just want to get high. You feel me? Drink what they drink, kick it the way they kick it, and that's it. So if you they partner and you kicking it with them like that, right? What happens when you switch up? It make them reflect on their life. It make them reflect on the things that they're involved in. It make them reflect on how they living in real life. See, when you use these things, when you go and smoke, when you drink, when you do all these different things, everybody got their vices. I do too. I'm not here to say I'm a saint in no type of way. You feel me? But I'm just saying, once you switch that up, right? Some of the people around you, it makes them reflect on their own life, and they was using them vices to cope with their reality, meaning they did not want to deal with their own reality, so that's why they own a Zaza as heavy as they are. You feel me? They drinking the way they drinking because they trying to numb the pain. They trying to numb whatever their real life reality is. And even though it's cool for a certain limited time, you got to come back to reality, man. You got to come back and deal with whatever you got to face. You feel me? So when you switch up and you're not on that time no more, when you don't want to be involved in that type of situation no more, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when, oh man, you done switched up. You feel me? We used to be wiggling doing this. We used to be out doing that. And you ain't trying to be involved with this? You ain't trying to be involved with that? Now it's making them look at themselves. Now it's making them reflect on why they running away from their issues. You feel me? And because you ain't on that time, now they got a problem with you. Because now you done made them face something they wasn't ready for. Do you feel? Huh? You know what I mean? That's why, when it comes to like a group of people, right? When it comes to a group, I always say, who's really in your corner in that group? You know what I mean? Because if you got a large group of friends, man, how many of them is really your friends, though? You feel me? Like, I bet you it's very far and few. It's not as many as you think you have. You know what I mean? It's not as many as you think you really have in your corner. You know what I mean? You think that these folks is really there for you, but they really not. They really not. They only there because of what you doing for them. They only there because you are into whatever they into. But once you switch that up, once you switch the formula up, once you switch your style up, and it's not something they want to be involved with or something they don't want to do, let's see how many friends you have then. Let's see how many people ready to ride with you then. You know what I mean? And only when you get older, you know what I'm saying? When you start tapping into your 30s, your 40s, you know, you come, get around my age, that's when for me personally, I'm the type, man, I'm cool. I don't need 1,000 friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with a small circle. I do better that way because at least I can be able to weed out folks that I feel like that need to be weed out and don't need to be a part of mine. You feel me? So I don't like the big groups because to me, the big groups is going to put me in bigger trouble, put me at you know what I'm saying? A higher liability rate. You know what I mean? Of being involved in something I may not want to be a part of. You feel me? You feel me? I ain't trying to be caught up in no Diddy party situation. You, you know what I mean? I'm not part of no clique, no gang, none of that, man. I stand here as a grown man individual. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put myself in a bad situation because as you get older, you start to have normally you have more responsibilities, more things you got to take care of, more things you're responsible for. So I don't want that to be in jeopardy based on somebody else's situation. And now because I'm part of this group, I'm part of this, you know what I mean? This situation. Now it's affecting my livelihood, and that's a problem for me. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's like what 50 Cent say? They told me switch my style up and watch the money pile up. You say I switch my style up and then watch the money pile up. Huh? You know, and that's another thing too, right? Some people will hate or have something negative to say about you until they see the end result. Once they see it help you be more successful, and see that it put you in a better position, then that's when they come back flocking to you. You feel me? That's when they want to come back and be like, man, how did you do that? I was hating on you for a minute, but I see how you rolling now. I see, you feel me? You in a better position. You got things going on. You know what I mean? I seen what you pull up driving, bro. You done came a long way. And now they want to come back and talk to you, right? Now they want to know what's the success? How you get to that successful level? How you get up, how you be able to do this? How you able to do that? I'm just saying, bro. You know, they hate when it's something they don't recognize or they don't have an understanding to. Most people hate on you for that, which is terrible. It's backwards thinking. You feel me? I call it you know what I'm saying? You hustling backwards because it's like, why hate on something like that? You feel me? As opposed to try to get an understanding of why, or what you trying to do now, as opposed to just, oh, you done switched it up, or you in Hollywood, oh, you too good to kick it with us, or you know what I mean? Like I really I despise that type of mindset and thinking, man. You feel me? Because it's like there's so much going on in this world, and it's like, man, I'm trying to be on a different level, man. I want to continue stepping into my greatness. I don't want to keep going backwards. You feel me? Because if you already at the bottom, man, the only place you can go is up. But do you choose to go up? That's the question. You know? It's like, man. So, but usually some folks, you know what I'm saying, they don't have the understanding. They want to hate first, and then they want to come back and be like, oh, I didn't know that's what you meant. I see what you doing now. You know what I mean? I see what you're doing now, man. Oh, you see what I'm doing now because you see the end result. You see how my lifestyle has changed. Now you want to be involved. Now you want to come back and say, "Oh, bro, let me see. Can you put me on? Let me know what's the game." You feel me? And if you my real partner, of course, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna help you out, but I'm gonna definitely clown you though. Just from friend to friend, partner to partner. You feel me? I'm at least do that just because. Hey man, you was talking reckless to me. You know what I'm saying? So just know this though. When they hate, that means that you moving in a good direction because you're doing something that they couldn't do or they didn't have an understanding to do, right? So when they hate, it really comes from a place of, for them being confused in their own life. Because anybody that think rational or anybody that's been successful in their life, you respect somebody that want to switch it up and go a different direction because you never know, how to pan out. You know what I'm saying? And if you somebody that's really in somebody's corner, why would you hate? You feel me? Like better try to get an understanding than try to hate though. That's the part I don't get. Why folks gotta hate all the time? Because you don't like something or you don't recognize something or you don't get the point of something. Feel me? Why you leading with hate? You should be leading trying to get an understanding, man. You feel me? It's like, come on, man. I tell you, man. And it's like, even in the crazy part, right? Most of the hate come from your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Most of the hate come from people that have been knowing you for years. And that's the reason why a lot of times they hate is because they so used to seeing you in a certain setting. They so used to seeing you in a certain type of light. They so used to seeing you do things a certain way. And when you stop doing that, when you switch that up, they kind of confused. They don't know how to take you now, you know? And that's the suck part about it. Cause it's like, man, why I gotta lead with the hate? Won't you lead with try to get an understanding? You know what I mean? Like that's the part I don't get. It's like, let's try to figure out why I'm switching up as opposed to, oh, you switching up now. You too good. Because it's like for me, even as a young, you know what I'm saying, my early 20s, right? I was working a sales job at AT&T. It was a call center type job, right? And I started making good money. So at that time, I was driving like a Ford T-Bird. You feel me? It was a Thunderbird, basically. You feel me? And once I started making good money, man, I went down and got the Dodge Charger. And this is like in '06. This is like when the first Charger, the big body, first came out. So I switched from a Ford, Ford Thunderbird to the Dodge Charger, and I moved into a better location where I was living at. And some of my relatives was like, they came over, they seen my new car, they seen where I was living at. The first thing they said, "Oh, you too good now. You done moved out the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to kick it with us no more." And I'm like, what? So you telling me just for the fact that I want more, I want something better for my life, you feel me, my well-being. Now I'm too good. You feel me? Like, why you gotta come with the hate, man? You know what I'm saying? That's the part I don't get, man. And it's like when you trying to better yourself, it seems like the people that hate the most is the folks that's around you. A complete stranger will see you or talk to you and have more, passion about, man, okay, I see, you definitely doing well for yourself. You in a better position. Like you have complete strangers that have more respect for you than some of your close family members, man. And that my thing is, why do you come with the hate? Why not try to get an understanding? Why not ask questions like, man, how was you able to do this? As opposed to, oh, you too good for the hood now. Oh, you done went Hollywood. Oh, you ain't trying to hang with us broke folks. It's like, bruh, just a few months ago, a year ago, we was just kicking it. So how did it just automatically switch up? I didn't switch up. My address switched up. The car I was driving switched up, but I didn't change on it. So I just don't understand where the hate come from, man. And that's something I personally had to deal with as a young, you know what I'm saying? Coming up as a young mustache in my early 20s, you feel me? I was able to elevate and really move up in the financial world, right? To a degree. And some of my closest cousins and stuff, it was just kind of like hating on me, man. And I'm just like, why the hate? Why not try to, holler at me and try to figure out how did I get in this position and how we can work something and maybe I can put you on game. You feel me? Because that was the plan. But now you coming with the hate. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? And then when you tell them the information, right, they like, oh, I don't want to do that. But then you see where I'm living, you see what I'm driving, you want to be involved with that, but you don't want to put in the work. It's like, come on, man. Like for real though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I learned is right when they come with the hate, they really mad at themselves. Because I didn't do nothing to you for me to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take nothing off your plate. I didn't backdoor you. I didn't set you up. I didn't do no scam on you. None of that. I did mine legitimately. You feel me? And really put myself in position. And I'm trying to come back and let you know what it is, but you want to come with the hate. So that's why I say, as you start to come up in life It's just some people you just can't bring around no more because what happens is what I come to find out as you start to elevate and as you start to become more successful in your life, some of the people around you, it makes them reflect on their mess ups. You feel me? You know, their net bad choices that they made in their own life. And so when you out there, when you kicking it with them, blowing Zaza, y'all drinking, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. Some people is cool with that setting. But once you change that setting and you say, man, I ain't trying to smoke right now. I ain't trying to drink right now because I'm not where I want to be at in life. Once you try to switch that up, some people can't handle you switching up because it make them deal with their own reality. And that's what they was running from when they blowing Zaza all day, drinking all day, and not dealing with their daily issues. Do you feel? And I ain't saying you can't drink because I'm drinking now. I'm not saying you can't smoke, but what I'm saying is if you're not in position or you trying to get to where you at, sometimes you got to switch up your formula, man. You got to switch up your daily routine because they say the thing that make person, what's the definition of insane is if you continuously do the same exact thing and expect a different result. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm not no saint. I ain't preaching to y'all. I'm just giving you the game of what I experienced in my own life. You feel me? And hopefully it's something you can use in your own. But I'm just saying, why they come with the hate though? When the hate come, it's like that's the first thing some people like to do is hate, as opposed to try to get an understanding and appreciate. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm the type of dude. If you somebody close to me and or you somebody that's important to me, if I figure out a play or I figure out how to make things work, you know, and I was able to be successful with it, I'm gonna come back and try to put you on. I'm gonna come back and try to show you the moves so you can come up. You feel me? But when you lead with the hate because you mad at because we not in that same space, I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to bring you with me. And the only thing you have for me is negativity. That's a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't get. Why a lot of people lead with the hate because they don't have an understanding or appreciate what the person is doing. And the thing of it is, if I become successful, you don't think you being my relative, you being my close friend, you being somebody that I feel that's important to me, you don't think I'm not going to come back and try to put you on game? You think I'm going to just leave it the way it is? No. But the thing of it is, you know, even with my situation, when I went from the T-Bird, you feel me, to the Charger, man, the next little function that was going on, I went to, man, I was the joke. Everybody was cracking jokes on me, and I was cool with it. They like, oh, you in Hollywood now. You feel me? You too good for us. And it's like, okay, I can accept that because you cracking jokes, but it's like after a while, y'all ain't joking no more. You feel me? Now you mad at what I got going on. It's like, where's the hate coming from? You know what I mean? And a lot of times, like I said, it be your closest relatives that be hating on you the most. That's the crazy part about it. That to me, that's just so ass backwards. You feel me? Like, damn, why you hating, bruh? But what I come to find out is when they start to hate, it's because they mad at you no longer in the same zone or in the same space or in the same lifestyle that they were living in, and they don't want to change. They don't want to elevate. So how can they reflect? Because what happens is when you take away the element that they were so used to and they have to switch up, now you're going to start to see the flaws, or now you're going to see what their true colors are. Because if you only smoking and drinking and we partying, what else do you have to offer after a while? You know what I mean? That only can last for so long. And once you switch that up, now they like, damn, I gotta actually deal with reality. I actually gotta deal with the stuff that I actually we have problems with in my life. And some people can't handle that. You know, I call that being hooked into the matrix. Some people don't want to unplug from the matrix, man. You feel me? Some people want to stay hooked up into the matrix. They don't want to get unplugged, just like the movie. You know what I'm saying? The movie Matrix with, you know what I'm saying? When they was had that little connection into the back of their head where they plugged in into this, computer or programmer or something of sort, right? As long as you giving them what they want, giving them what they desire, in this program, they're fine with that. But once you delete that program or you say that program need to be changed or upgraded, that's when the problem happens. That's where the hate begins. So some people just want to stay hooked up to the matrix. And unfortunately, that's why I say not everybody can go. You know what I mean? Some people in your life, you just gonna have to let them go. Some relationships you have as you get older and you start to elevate and you start to, you know what I mean, really try to tap into yourself and get a better understanding. Once you get that understanding, you're going to start to understand who's not really in your corner. You're going to start to get an understanding, man, what I need to leave alone. You're going to start to get an understanding that, man, I don't really have to deal with you like that. Huh? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. My name is Sean B. Stoll. If you're not familiar, all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy this conversation I'm bringing to y'all. You feel me? You know what I mean? But this is a real thing, though. What I'm talking about is real life, man. This is real life. And a lot of this is my own personal life, not somebody else's life. You feel me? And you be surprised though, as you start to elevate, or it don't even have to be finances. It can just be you just wanting something different in your life, like a different setting. When like say you go outside for fresh air, sometimes you want a fresh start, a new beginning. And as you have that fresh start, that new beginning, and you start to recognize things around you, unfortunately, you're going to recognize some people that you need to cut off or limit access to. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunately, that's life, man. That's real life. Some people just they're only good for certain things. Some people just you can't be around as much because the time that you spend with them is becoming, unproductive. You feel me? So you gotta understand that you gotta learn how to switch things up when it's not working. And unfortunately, you have sometimes the people around you, you have to separate as well. You feel me? And it's like the crazy part is I just don't get why the hate though. Why they gotta lead with the hate? You feel me? Why they lead with the hate? You know? And then when you bring it even to even the street aspect, I bet you any type of money, right? A lot of beefs on the street it'd be a lot of they don't like what you have or they mad that you got something they couldn't get. You know what I mean? It's like somebody that hates you that don't even know you, right? And it's only because what you driving. Oh, he coming through the hood. He driving a Maybach. He coming through the hood. He in a new Benz. Who he think he is? Why the hate? That man in that Maybach, that man in that Benz didn't do nothing to you. But you got a problem with him because why? Because you mad he was able to figure it out and be in a better position and you mad because you couldn't be his position or her position. Like that's to me, that's hella backwards, bro. That's hella backwards. I mean, I never was in a position where I needed to hate, but I'm just saying, I never thought of if I'm not in position, I see somebody rolling through my neighborhood in a nice car, a nice ride. Oh, Oh, you know what I'm saying? Why he coming through here? You know, is he coming through here in a nice Benz or in a Maybach or whatever he's driving, right? The first thing some people do is go to the hate. They hate the fact that you in a new Benz. They hate the fact you in a Hellcat because I guess it's something they wanted, but they couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? And then when they approach you or they try to talk to you, they already trying to be aggressive with you. And it's like, what they don't know, not everybody out here, just because you a civilian, you not finna just be a pushover. You know what I'm saying? Because even here in California, I'm in the Bay Area. A lot of people don't know we do have a carry. You have a conceal and carry out here, but it's limited in certain counties. Each county in California is different. I'm in Contra Costa County. In this county, you are allowed to carry. Certain amount of people are allowed to carry. You know, of course, your background got to be clean, all of that. But they do have a concealed and carry out here for certain situations. But I'm not trying to say that to be a tough guy or anything like that. I'm just saying people have no idea who they running up on when they come up to people cars in the streets or whatever they trying to do to somebody. You feel me? So it just kills me when I see people just leading with the hate. And a lot of times, if it's not your family, it's strangers mad because you in a certain position or you in a certain car or you wearing certain type of clothes that they wish they could do, but they don't have the know-how, they don't have the smarts, or they don't have the grind to work hard to get to that position. So they just rather take yours. You feel me? They rather take yours to be in that position. But guess what? Even if they take somebody else's stuff to get what that other person have, they still not in position. Because do they know how to take care of the vehicle? You feel me? It's funny, right? If you ever check the maintenance of a Maybach, yeah, have you ever checked the maintenance of cost of a Maybach? Whenever anybody get a chance, man, just Google it. Check how much it costs to do an oil change in a Maybach, let alone a tune-up. I'll wait. So meaning, even if you steal material things from somebody that's very expensive, you don't even have the financial structure to maintain that product that you have stolen, that vehicle you stolen. Huh? Unless you're gonna take it to a chop shop or something like that. But I'm just saying, in general, right? I'm just speaking on this. Like when people steal people merchant or vehicles or anything like that, just in hypothetical, right? I know it's different variations and different things, but just in general, if somebody takes somebody's car, whether it's a Maybach or a Ferrari, man, just check the maintenance on that. Check the insurance. Most people can't even afford the monthly insurance on a Maybach or a Ferrari or Lamborghini. You feel me? You'd be surprised, man. Insurance can be like $1,000 a month because it's such expensive item, such expensive vehicle. You know what I mean? So it's a trip. So if somebody take that and they think they can maintain that, you probably can't even afford the little one bedroom in the hood that you got now, let alone a Maybach. You feel me? So it's like you stole something, but you really can't even handle what you stole. So what was the point? I'll wait. And that's why I talk so much about staying in your lane and building yourself up. Because even when you build yourself up, as you go through each level in life, you get into the next level and next level, next level. Each level you go to, right? You should be having an understanding of where you came from previously. Meaning, if you go from like a 30,000 there to a 50,000 there to a 100,000 there, all those are different levels in life, right? And usually you have experiences of how to handle like your finances, your taxes, and so on. So if you skip all them levels and you just get to a millionaire level, do you even know what your tax bracket would be? You feel me? I mean, it's so many different things that's attached to this. So it's like all I'm saying is this, right? When you start to elevate in life, man, you got to understand certain people around you, you're going to have to learn to cut off. And certain things that you used to do, you can't do anymore. It's sad to say, but it's true. Just like driving a Maybach in the hood is not the smartest thing to do. Yeah, you can do it once or twice, but just every day, no. Because you're gonna have some thirsty, you feel me, low budget individual thinking they can just make a quick come up. You know what I mean? They mad at you because you came through the hood in a Maybach. They like, oh, he gonna come through my hood in a Maybach? He outshining me. He gonna try to get all my females. He gonna try to, you feel me? You know what I mean? That's what hate to me. That's what the haters to be thinking, man. Oh, he gonna think he gonna outshine me. Well, he obviously is if he pulling up in a Maybach. I don't see a Maybach outside. Just the one that pulled up in your neighborhood. So I'm just saying, man, as you elevate, you gotta understand the hate is gonna come. The hate is gonna come. Whether you a good person or not. Whether you even if you sharing some of your finances with people, they still gonna hate. Because some people get mad the fact that you trying to do charity for us, you trying to give us charity because you doing well, so you gonna just have us as charity buckets, you feel me? So it's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. And it's crazy, right? Because some people be like, man, I wish more successful people come back to the hood and help out other people, but it's like, when some come back and they experience all this hate, why would they want to come back again? You know, you come down there in your nice Benz, you go into an establishment to, teach a class or teach some people, trying to, get better results in life when it comes to employment or whatever. And somebody didn't bust out your windows and stole your radio. You feel me? You know what I mean? They didn't try to steal your little rims off your car, because it's like, people just be hating, man, for no reason. Just be hating, man. You know? And it's sad because I don't know about no other community. I only know about the black community. And it's like, in the black community, man, from my own personal experience, I have seen so much hate, bro. So much hate. And it's sad because it's like, you want to come back, you want to do things. And yes, you can, but it has to be in certain type of settings. Especially if you any type of celebrity type. You feel me? You can't just come back because everybody gonna be asking you for money, and then some people gonna be mad that you coming back giving out charity money. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to stun on them or something. It's like, damn, ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? So why do when it comes to the bottom line, why it comes with the hate instead of coming with trying to get an understanding. And I'm not saying everybody do this. This is like a small group of people, but sometimes those small group of people make the news. Sometimes this small group of people can do a lot of damage in a major way for the fact that you come down there, you trying to spread love, but all they want to do is spread hate. You feel me? So it's like, what did I come back here for? You know what I mean? And it's like, if you hand out money, all you're gonna be doing is just keep handing out and handing out. But nobody is using that to better themselves. Yeah, you can take some of that money and just, buy a nice car or, do certain things, but why not take something where it can help you elevate and be better for yourself, your family, your community? You feel me? So I personally feel like a lot of people just need to stop leading with the hate and start leading with trying to get an understanding. You feel me? It's like you can't even, and that's the other part too. Anybody from the hood, once you become successful and you move out the hood, you're not from the hood no more, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you live in a mansion. I don't care what block you came from. I don't care what street, you got tattooed on your neck. Once you move into that mansion, bruh, you ain't from these streets no more. I'm sorry. You ain't in the streets no more, man. And you come out here in certain areas, yeah, you good for a little while, but you stay out there too long, you're gonna become a steak like everybody else, huh? Because that's when the hate comes. They lead with the hate. You know what I'm saying? That's when the hate come. You feel me? Unless you going back very often and taking care of people, putting people in position constantly, you know? But once you move out the hood and you super successful, you ain't from that hood no more, man. You not, because they look at you different now. Yeah, you got certain people you can connect with, but you ain't in that hood like you used to be. You not. Let's keep it real, right? A lot of folks don't say this, but that's the reality of it. Once you move out the hood and you in a nice area, you feel me? You in a nice location, you living well. I don't care how many tattoos you got in your neighborhood. I don't care how many people you still know from that neighborhood. You no longer from that neighborhood because you ain't in the everyday grind. You ain't in that everyday struggle that they dealing with. You feel me? They looking at you after a while like a steak out here. You feel me? And most people that got sense, most people that have that understanding will agree with what I'm saying right now. You know what I mean? Because that's when the hate comes. Oh yeah. That's when the hate comes because they're gonna be like, man, we remember you used to do this back in the days, you used to do that back in the days, but you ain't doing it now. You're not doing that now. uh, you're not doing that now. And what happens is a lot of folks who go back to the hood thinking they still got that same rep or people still recognize them. It's a whole new crop of homies out there, a whole new group of people out there. Yeah, they may have heard of your name, but they ain't got the same, they don't have the same respect for you. They don't have that same, understanding for you. And that's why, you know, once you leave out the hood and you made it and you're in a better position, you need to stay out the hood. And if you go back, it's only for certain settings and you're not out there all day. You feel me? And you need to be moving accordingly, huh? Do you feel me, man? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know? Because at the end of the day, that's when the hate come. Yeah, that's when the hate come, you know? And it's really sad because the whole point of bettering yourself is to move out the hood. You know what I mean? The whole point of bettering yourself is for you to show you, not just yourself, but people around you, there's a better way of doing this. It's a better way we can approach things. That's why for me, when it comes to my kids, I let them voice their opinion. Of course, it got to be respectful, but I want you to talk. I want you to be able to have a conversation with me, compared to, how I grew up and the ones who, grew up earlier than me. You know what I'm saying? That came up before me. Was always taught, not to speak when grown folks is talking and all that, which is true to a degree. I agree with that. But with me and my kids, I like to let my kids talk. have a conversation. You know what I mean? I don't want them to feel like they can't talk to me, because to me that's part of the hate process. Because what happens is they harbor all this information, there's these feelings and inside of them, and they don't know how to release it. And then when you get older, I feel like it just turns like a mold. You know what I mean? And so what I like to do with my kids is let them talk. No matter how dumb it may sound, I just talk. I want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think or how you feeling today. I just need them to talk. I want to feel comfortable, releasing that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And not keeping it harbored in. Because as you get older, to me, it's just like a mold in your body. You always got a problem about something. You feel me? As opposed to trying to figure out, why is this going this way? Why I can't do this, or how can I better myself? You feel me? I'm just saying, man. Need to be more of those type of conversations instead of all the ignorant shit that we be hearing on social media. You know what I mean? So that's why I do my channel the way I do it, because I try to give y'all different sauce, different conversations to hopefully help you elevate in your own way, and for you to, put yourself in a better position for yourself. If you have kids, your family, whoever, man. It's time for us to be in a different type of mindset. I mean, definitely don't forget anything that happened to you, or the struggles that you had to deal with. I ain't saying forget none of that, but just add to that. You feel me? It's all about adding. Like they say, adding to your portfolio. You need to add to your mental portfolio for you to be able to have different boxes you can go to, different mindsets you can tap into based on the circumstance that you're dealing with, huh? You know? Because for me personally, I always, even when I was a little kid, if I seen somebody driving a nice car or something like that, I used to always ask, man, how did you get this car? What do you do for a living? That's what I always used to ask. Even as a young kid, I'd be like, oh, wow, how did you get this car? Because my mind was always curious in that way. I was always curious to figure out, man, I see how we living. I'm in the hood, but I see you driving this nice car. I see this nice house. I'd be curious to find out, what do you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? That's what type of mindset I was about. I want to know, like, how you able to do this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, why I'm living like this? I want to be living like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. I always wanted something different, man. I always had that mentality, and I think that had a lot to do with my struggle coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from very humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Standing in, uh, uh, was it church lines, getting that government cheese. You know what I'm saying? If you in your 30s, 40s, you know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? The government used to give out free cheese and things like that, like in the 80s, from my understanding, the late 80s and even the early 90s, I want to say, you know, or maybe it was the 80s. I can't remember, but I know it was definitely in the late 80s for sure. But I was always the type, man, when I seen somebody living better than me, or in a nice car, I was always curious to have an understanding of what they did in their life for them to be able to get the things that they have. I wasn't thinking so much of trying to take somebody's stuff. It was more so of me trying to get an understanding. You know what I mean? And that helped me so much later on in life. You know what I'm saying? Because even in my 20s, I was living pretty well. I mean, financially, I mean, I blew a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? I used to work for AT&T, the call center, where we sold a lot of different services: home phones, cell phones, TV service. You know, and based on that, plus the sales, I was making good money back in the early 2000s. So I was able to cop a car, bought my first home around 27. So, and this, you talking about a guy from the hood, bro. You feel me? No college degree, just mouth degree. You feel me? Conversation degree. That's where I come from. And a lot of that conversation started way before I started working and trying to figure out, my place in the world. You know what I mean? It started way back when I was a little kid, asking questions. I was that type. Why? My youngest daughter, she's 5. She do that to me all the time now. Why? That's her favorite word. Like, it's time to go to bed. Why? Because I said so. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's all about being consistent and constantly trying to learn things, trying to evolve, trying to elevate, trying to get a better understanding. You feel me? And if the younger you start that, I mean, you can start it older as well, but as soon as you start that and you consistently look at things differently than what you're used to, you'll be surprised when things get opened up to you. You know what I mean? You'll be surprised what type of people you meet when you try to go outside your normal box and do things a little bit different than what you used to. You feel me? And that's why I'm speaking like this, because it's important, man. It's like, if you don't like your position in life, man, you got to start thinking different. You got to start moving different. You don't like your position in the world, you know what I'm saying? Your financial status. You got to get an understanding of what do you want to do? You know, what steps you need to take to get to that position, and how much dedication are you willing to give it? How long will you sacrifice till you get it? You know what I mean? Can't nobody answer that but you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, right? It always come back to the basics. No matter how much they try to switch it up, it always come back to the basic thing. You. What are you willing to do? You know what I mean? And the suck part about this, right, is that after you switch up, after you figure out the play, after you elevate and get into position, you're gonna have people around you hating on you because you no longer how you used to be. You no longer wanting to do what you used to do because you know that wasn't beneficial for you. And unfortunately, some people won't like that. Some people will have an attitude about that. You feel me? And it's really nothing to do with you, but everything to do with them. Because once you switch up your flow and they were, y'all was doing things together and you no longer doing those same things and you want to switch it up, then they have to deal with their own reality. And a lot of people are not willing to face themselves. Huh? How crazy that sound, huh? Some people are not willing to face themselves, man. I'm dropping game on y'all, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You new to my channel, man. Come on now. I'm giving y'all all this sauce, man. Why I give y'all this sauce? I'll be all on YouTube and different platforms. Folks don't be dropping game on y'all like this. A lot of people be talking all that crazy, wild stuff. Man, I come on here and give y'all real sauce, man. Man, come on, man. Support the channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you new. And once this live is over, hit that live tab, go through all my videos. Even on my video tab, I got a gang of videos, man. I'm always dropping game on y'all. You feel me? I'm going live all this week from what's today? Tuesday. Oh, we in Wednesday. Oh man, it's early morning. Uh So from Tuesday to Saturday, be going live. So, definitely tap in with me. But yeah, you got to understand, man. Not everybody is ready to unhook from the matrix. Some people love being plugged into the matrix, man. They don't want that program to change. They might be looking at a big booty Judy right now. You feel me? They're like, no, no, no. I want to stay in the program. you know, but you got to learn to switch up the flow, man. You got to learn how to switch up things. And unfortunately, when you switch in life, some people don't like when you change up. And that's when they come with the hate. Huh? And then on top of that, you don't just have to worry about them. You also have to worry about the people that just be hating because you living better than them and you don't even know them. You feel me? You don't have no idea. You just living your everyday life doing what you do and ain't bothering nobody, but everybody want to bother you because they're not happy with their position in life that had nothing to do with you. But now they want you to feel their pain because they couldn't figure it out. So that's why I say always move accordingly and make sure you have an understanding of what you're dealing with to the best of your ability because these folks out here ain't playing for the ones who don't want to change, you know? So you got to learn how to protect yourself and also remember that sometimes your journey to success will be alone. Yeah, you will be alone. Some people can't handle the fact that a lot of your journeys in life to success, you have to walk it alone. I did this video many months ago called uh, Selfish. You have to learn to be selfish, right? And in this video, I was talking about when I say being selfish, it's not saying that you don't look out for other people. It's just that you have to be selfish in the sense of getting to your goal, getting to your destination in life of where you see yourself at, right? Sometimes you have to be so selfish where you have to cut people off until you get to your successful level. You feel me? Because what happens is when you're trying to get in position, you don't want a lot of distractions around you. You don't, because it takes you off your grind. When you in grind mode, when I'm in grind mode, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing unless whatever I'm grinding towards, if it's not a conversation towards that, whatever conversation I have outside of that is limited. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just so focused. I'm locked in. Unless, you call, we talk when I'm, off work or I'm not doing whatever I need to do to get in position, then we can talk. But in between time, when I'm out here grinding, I ain't trying to hear nothing. I'm just in straight grind mode. You feel me? If it's not emergency, man, I'm not paying attention to you. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean or anything. It's just that, man, when you in position, when you out here grinding, you trying to get to it, you got to stay locked in, man. You got to stay locked in and you can't fumble the ball. You feel me? And so what I learned is too, as you work yourself up and trying to be more successful, you will find out it's lonely, man. You have to be lonely, meaning you have to do things alone. You can't take everybody what you can. And some things nobody else can help you with. You have to stand out there and do it yourself. So you got to learn how to be a loner when it's talking about getting to your destination, getting to your goal, getting to your bag. You got to learn how to be a loner. You can't take everybody with you while you in the process of getting to the bag. Sometimes you just got to take that walk alone, man. What they say, a walk of faith. You got to take a walk of faith alone, man, and just believe in yourself. You feel me? and have that understanding that you got this goal that you have to complete. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all watching this live tonight. You know, this one, I had a couple of topics I wanted to touch on, but I was like, man, I just want to come in here and just really just kick some game tonight. So that's what this live was about. I didn't really talk about no personal topics or nothing. We just came in. This is strictly game conversation. You know, just know when you watch me, I'm gonna talk about some hot topics, but some of my lives, we just straight conversation. You feel me? Because I can sit on here and talk for hours, but I try to dumb it down to at least an hour, hour and a half. You feel me? Because, you know, I try to keep people coming back because I can stay on here all night. You know, I'm so used to doing videos now. It's pretty simple for me. But I appreciate y'all watching this live. New to my channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. You know, if you appreciate my content, drop something in the super chat or the Cash App and watch us on the playback. Please put something in the super thanks just to show appreciation for the channel. And just know that I'm always going to drop something, and my channel is very active. I drop something on here daily, if not um, every other day. So thank you for watching me tonight. I am Sean B. Stolen. Till next time, peace.